And welcome to Keiretsu Forum TV. My name is Nathan McDonald. I'm the chairman of the Northwest region for Keiretsu Forum, as well as managing partner CEO with Keiretsu Capital. Very excited to be here today with Richard Geiger with Defunkify, one of our newest portfolio companies, and they've received substantial angel backing over the last few years as they've developed their products and brought those to market, and seen a substantial uptick as we've all been doing a lot more laundry in the COVID situation here. So very excited to hear a little bit more about the backstory, the background, and how Angels have been involved in supporting the company to grow it to where it is and what the future outlook looks like for today. So welcome. I'd love for you to just introduce yourself and a little bit about how you formed the company and kind of what the inspiration was behind Defunkify.
Oh, great. Appreciate the opportunity, Nathan. And yeah, my name is Richard Geiger. I'm the CEO of Defunkify. And as Nathan mentioned, we're a CPG company making better, safer cleaning products. And our genesis story really goes back a number of years to my very first startup company. I was inadvertently poisoned by some of the resins we used, young and stupid. And anyway, I've become highly sensitized to cleaning products and the ingredients that are used in those. And so this company is really exciting to me because we're really getting rid of a lot of the nasty interactions and chemicals that are used in cleaning products, and not just making green ones, but by making green ones that actually work better than traditional products that are normally used.
And so maybe talk a little bit about just getting the company up and running and kind of what you guys wanted to build. Obviously, everyone's looking for clean, green products, non-toxic. Those are big buzzwords, and kind of the greenwashing of all the different industries that are out there from a consumer products point of view, and particularly personal care products as well. That's a big area of opportunity. But what did you guys see as kind of the key differentiator and what you guys were bringing to go after the, something we can all relate to, laundry, and how that works in terms of getting our garments clean as well as smelling fresh?
Yeah, that's a great question. So, when most consumers go into the, into the store, they want to buy green. And what we found is that the majority of consumers actually don't do that. They actually don't make the green selection. In fact, only about 5 to 10% of consumers do that. And the reason is because green products typically just don't work as well. And I think consumers, know that from trying those products. And so we felt like if we were going to really make a difference by making green products that people would buy, we actually had to start with performance first. And so, this is very similar to, you think about electric car adoption. The fact that Tesla came out with a really high performance car where consumers weren't sacrificing performance. Now they can feel good about their decision to do something good. And even ones who don't necessarily care about the green, they'll still buy that car because it works so well. Similarly with our detergent, people, go into the store, they want something that works, they're going to pull out ours. And then once they're delighted by it, they go in and start learning more about it. We used to say that the second question that consumers always asked after, wow, this really works, was, well, is it going to kill me? And so, the fact that our product doesn't, and you can go and read about exactly what's in it and why it's green, turns those customers into brand advocates.
That's great, Richard. It must have been a lot of innovation in there to make it safe, make it effective, really be able to look into what did you guys develop? What kind of processes you guys to go through to really find the right combination of safe ingredients that were already, that were also very effective?
Yeah, so that's another great question. So most products that are green were formulated by substitution. So they go in and look at a formula and they remove known bad actor ingredients and substitute in a cleaner or a safer ingredient with no final testing to look at mixture toxicity. And one of the things we knew from our backgrounds was that you can take two ingredients that are safe or lower harm and combine them, and they actually can amplify the negative effects through something called mixture toxicity. So we teamed up with a group that was also spinning out of the University of Oregon like us, that had developed some tools to measure mixture toxicity very rapidly. And so we teamed up with them, and we're able to actually look at our formula during the development and see any spikes in mixture toxicity, and then make adjustments and substitutions for different ingredients until we can improve the performance while decreasing the toxicity. And we've been able to do that, and no one else in the industry is doing that.
So you guys are successful in formulating the product and then getting it out in the market. Obviously, a lot of different ways people consume, laundry detergent type products.
Yeah.
You guys have been able to get out on the market, on the shelves, and be able to develop a following. We just talk a little bit about kind of the original go-to-market strategy, and then talk a little bit about the funding round you guys have most recently competed, and what that's going to be used for and how that's going to support your growth.
Oh, that's great. So we are omni-channel, meaning we actually sell both online through our own website, so direct to consumer. And then we also sell, and think it's important to be able to sell into traditional grocery stores and mass market and those kinds of places. And we do that because they really reinforce each other. Consumers can pick up the product anywhere they are if they prefer. Like with today's COVID environment, they can shop online at defunkify.com. Or if they're in the grocery store picking up stuff, they can actually pick it up at Safeways and Sprouts and places like that. And so we think those two things are important. And then there's especially important as we do advertising through social media. Those things can filter down, those ad effects can filter down into retail when people are walking down the aisle and they see the product and then they can pick it up. And one of the things we say is that, the customers will never find the product any cheaper than when it's on sale at a local grocery store. So we can play very nicely both online and in retail.
That's great to be able to give people, access to the product. So many people are getting stuff delivered these days, both online, both from grocery stores as well as other online. It's definitely a different day and age in terms of building a consumer brand. Building that loyal following is real important, and really having a differentiator from a branding and marketing point of view, something that really makes your product unique. What, in terms of your funding to date, maybe tell us a little bit about the angel backing you received and kind of what the current funding is going to help support the growth for the company over the next period of time.
Yeah. So, all to date, this particular round is a 1.5 million round, and it's about 50-50 current investors, current angel investors, and then the balance is new angel investors. We have a lot of new individual angels from Keiretsu, and we're very excited about that. Seems to be a very educated group with a lot of knowledge about investment and also about CPG companies, and that's been really helpful. In fact, our lead diligence partner is out of the CPG world, and he had major positions at Clorox and a number of other places, and so he really understood the industry, understood what we were trying to do, and really liked what he saw in terms of the way we were trying to get to market and talk to our consumers. So, we've had really good success with angels so far. They've been very helpful, not just with the money, but with connections. And then what we're planning on using the money for, we feel like that we have proven that the product sells, that we can delight customers when they try our product. We have 90% 5-star reviews on our website. We're in 2,000 locations across the country in grocery stores. So we feel like we've proven that. Now we need capital to increase customer acquisition and really just grow the business. And it's actually, with COVID, it's a super good time for a cleaning product company. So, it's a disaster for restaurants and other businesses, and I feel terrible for them. there's a real silver lining for cleaning products. People are very, very aware of the need to clean, wash their hands, clean their surfaces, clean their laundry. And so that's put a lot of wind in our sails and given us opportunity to get trial to customers much more quickly than we otherwise would.
Great, Richard. Thanks so much for sharing about you know, the angel backing and the COVID response, and see if that ends up being sustained as much as there was obviously a big increase in cleaning products, and we'll see how that. I think the overall awareness in the marketplace is going to continue to persist for a while, but we'll see how big of a bump it is as other things start to distract people as well here in the near term. But great to have that extra boost to get a new brand out of the gates and be able to get that extra expansion, delight those customers. So, you know, you went through the due diligence process. You talked about how, you know, the angels took a look at a lot of different areas, had some experience on the team in consumer products. Maybe talk a little bit more about kind of what some of the key areas the angels looked into were, and then, you know, where do you see the angels being able to support your company aside from capital as you look at the growth going forward? Are there some key areas where you think the investors are going to be more helpful in terms of supporting the growth of the company as you guys get through this next critical phase?
Yeah, great question. So, you know, the angels were really interested in a couple of different things. You know, they're interested in, do we have good product market fit? So are customers liking the product? Are we delivering something that they want? So that was an area that they're interested in. They were very interested in marketing. How were we planning on telling our message, getting our message out to consumers? And then obviously the fundamentals. So, you know, did we have you know, good cost structure, good margins on the product? Did we have manufacturing set up? Did we have a plan for how we were going to scale those things? All of those things were important. And then also the, you know, just financials. Does the, you know, are the financials, do they make sense as we scale? And so all of those things were areas that they looked in heavily, and then came away with a very positive view of the company. As far as going forward, you know, I think the most, I think the most underrated thing about growing a startup company is the step change opportunities. So you can just block and tackle and keep doing everything that you're doing, and it's a really slow slog. What all these companies need, mine included, is the opportunity that comes just out of the blue, right? An introduction to someone that you never imagined that you would get introduced to, or an idea that comes from someone who's you know, they do software and they have nothing to do with cleaning products. And so the idea came out of left field. Those kind of step change opportunities have the most profound effect and actually increase the acceleration towards exit faster than anything else. And those are things that we really look for when we're talking to angels, is just, you know, what crazy idea do they have for us? What crazy introduction can they make for us that will, you know, give us one of those step change opportunities? So.
And they say, you know, luck and opportunity go hand in hand. And so just having that many more people out, keeping an eye out for those opportunities, you know, as they come, and having them be a big asset for the company and helping to see those support. And as you guys continue to grow and bring on additional capital and family office capital and other groups as well, going forward here, it'll be exciting to watch the success of the brand in the marketplace. Where do you guys see things going over the next year or two? What are some of your goals, and where would you like to see the product and the brand here in 12 to 18 months?
Yeah, so the beginning of this year was all about introducing some new products and really building rebuilding our .com presence. So in the beginning, we had focused initially very, very strongly on getting into stores. We did that at 2,000 stores. In fact, ended 2019 as one of the fastest growing brands in the space. And then at the beginning of this year, we launched a new line of liquid detergents that are EPA safer choice and bio-based. And so that gives us an even better product market fit than we had before. And then with the launch of the .com, those were major things that we've done up till now. The rest of the year, the goal is to increase the number of stores in that our products are carried in to around 4,000 locations. We're on track for that. In addition, the goal is to get the .com revenue to be about 300,000 this year. And just as an order of magnitude, like what an amazing lift that is. All of last year, we only did about 2,000 a month on our .com. We've already done more revenue in May than we did all of last year. And we're anticipating coming close to doubling that in June. So the big goals: increase number of SKUs in store, increase the number of stores. We think the turns will increase with better product market fit, and then increase the .com revenue significantly. And we think with those, we'll be on track towards an exit in 24 months.
Excellent. Well, Richard, we appreciate you joining us here to share the story about your company and being backed by Angels and the resource they provided for you. And we're excited to be on the journey with you here now going forward, backed by Keiretsu Angels, in addition to your outstanding initial investment group that has put in a substantial amount of capital as well. A great group, great resources, obviously product everyone can identify with. If people want to learn more about the product, what's the best way for them to reach out and learn more?
Well, the best way is to go to www.defunkify.com and check out the products, check out the reviews especially. And then obviously they can send me an email directly if people want to talk more to Geiger@defunkify.com.
And which stores are you guys in as well? Some of them.
We're in Sprouts nationwide. We're in multiple Safeway, Albertsons divisions, and then a lot of smaller independents, Hannaford, and will be in Whole Foods, I guess, beginning in the first quarter of 2021. We've already gotten approval for that. But a ton of smaller, 1 to 10 store chains across the country.
So keep your eye out next time you're headed through the detergent aisle there. Don't always grab the same brand you've always grabbed. Look for the new brand here. Defunkify, we're very excited to have them on as part of our portfolio. And Richard, these are marathon journeys as entrepreneurs. The quick hit in the news when there's success makes it seem like it's a 15-minute thing, but these are always labors of a lot of passion and a lot of time and effort. And we really appreciate your diligent effort to build your team, build your investment group, build your products, and really have a steady hand on the wheel all the way through the process. It's a lot of very big companies, big distributors to have to deal with. And so having your experience there together with the team and your board gives us a lot of confidence in your guys' success in the future. So we're excited to be with you, and appreciate you spending a few minutes with me today to share the story.
Yeah, well, thanks for your time.